Hello, this reading is going to be for Gemini. This is going to be from February the 1st to February the 8th. This is going to be your weekly. So we're going to see what you have for the week ending February the 8th. It is a new month, so hopefully you have some new things going on, and if you're in the middle of anything new, hopefully it's going to your advantage and it's going well. So we have health in the reverse, and we have learned something new in the reverse. We have pray in the reverse. Well, no, not in the reverse. We have pray. That should be upright. Always, what it say? Never cease to pray. Never cease to pray, Gemini. So that's the first thing you can take with you. Of course, we all know that you never cease to pray. Pray without ceasing. So we're not going to take this, but we are going to take that. So it says time to create. So like I said, it is a new month, so it could be something new that's coming your way. It could be something you already know, because learn something new is in reverse. It could be something you already know that you're doing in a new way, in a different way. You know how they say, back to the drawing board. So, we're going to go to, let's go to pray first. That's what we should do before we make any decisions or before we jump into anything. Always pray for understanding, ask to be guided into the places you're supposed to be. And you can ask the Lord to hold your hand. So I'm hearing, like, it's okay if you ask the Lord to hold your hand or walk with you, talk with you through whatever you're going through. It doesn't have to be anything severe. The simplest things. Like, our Father is supposed to be a part of our everyday life. So what's for pray? The Magi. So that is a guy. So I feel like for pray, it's probably a relationship. It's probably a person praying to be with you, or you may have to pray for a relationship that you're in. I'm hearing brother. So if it's not pertaining to a actual spouse, it could be a relative that you need to be praying for, or that is praying for you. They could be praying to be with you, praying to be back a part of your life. I did hear brother, so you may have a brother that's really in need of prayer, or they might just really be praying to be with you. Yeah, because we have disappointment and we have the activist. So I feel like this person, if it's a brother or a relationship, it can go many ways, of course, and it could be simultaneously connected. It could be the brother of your partner as well, because it could, because I heard brother after I said relationship, so it could be the brother of your partner. But this person is facing disappointment, and basically this person doesn't know how to pretty much communicate their disappointment, and so they may need prayer for the language barrier that they have. A language barrier isn't just because it's a different, how do you say, a different language, so to speak. It's just that their language or their way of communicating creates barriers around them, or is not understood easily. So this person may need prayer on how to overcome the language barrier they have between you and another, or between, like I said, it could be your spouse and their brother. They may be at odds with each other or something like that. But there is a brave disappointment, and at the same time, this disappointment that they experience could be because they're not very good with their tongue. You know, the tongue is a double-edged sword. They're not very good with their tongue. On another spectrum, they may have had a difference with a young lady, and it may have caused disappointment. So yeah, but let's go for learn something new. Not saying that they don't have anything to do with you, Gemini, but of course, you know, when we care for other people, then we care about what they're concerned about. But like, I don't think this have anything to do with you personally, except that you might feel compassionate towards it. But this is pretty much their dilemma. But if you pray for them, like, it'll be okay. Even if you don't have any kind words to say, if you don't know what to do about it, because this person pretty much brought it upon themselves, still you can pray that they be okay. You know, you don't have to look at it like, oh, you know, that's your ass, Mr. Postman. You don't have to look at it like that. Of course, you have your own way of thinking in your own mind, and you can do whatever the hell you please. But in this scenario, it's saying just pray. You know, just pray for one another that would be safe. So let's learn something new in reverse. Clarity. So, you have clarity over something. It might be this situation is like you don't need to learn any more information. You know, something went down, and you know, people may still be trying to explain to you what happened, why it happened, when it happened. It's like, I don't need to know all of that information. Intuitively, you may already understand what's going on, but they're trying to still explain it or still trying to coerce you into doing something about it. And it's like, you don't have to. But also, there can be clarity over the thing I said from the jump. Going back to the drawing board, it's like you already know, but you may need to demonstrate or display it a different way. It's like, you know, the techniques and the rhythm and the pattern and everything. It's just you might need a what is it called? You might need to revise something. Like how a song is already put together or something, but they have it in a slow tempo, and you can easily go into the system and make it like a up tempo, and then it becomes a better song. It's something like that. It's not that it's not good. It's just that it's some revisement that needs to go on. And then again, I say pertaining to this situation is like, you don't need to know any more information. The basis of this story is that there was some poor communication on somebody's behalf. They faced some disappointment, and they're in the shadows needing prayer. They may have done this to you. You know, they may have done this to you, but they're in need of prayer. Or this might even be you. I don't think it's you, Gemini, but I'm just saying it might be you being the person that needs to pray. Because you're like, you know, certain people have a connection and favor from God. What is it? The fervent, effective prayer of the righteous availeth much. So everybody can be praying at this moment, but it's your prayer that God is going to hear. So be mindful of that. These two cards. I was looking at health. We got luxury and we got power. I did look at health, but I didn't call it out. So I'm putting luxury and power over there to the side. Can you see these two cards? Okay. So what's for health in reverse? I'm hearing like power plays. So there's probably some power plays in this scenario where the communication has been off. So people, you know, egotistical, and pretty much, like I like to say, people like to throw their weight around. So this wasn't a thing where it was bad at all. It was just some power plays that probably didn't go right, or it didn't go in somebody's favor, and now they're probably upset about it. But it wasn't really a rift to where something serious went down and it was time for somebody to defend themselves. These people were pretty much in a power play mindset, and that's why it happened. So what's the health in reverse? So that's why I say they feel like they have power, but nevertheless, it's the fervent, effective prayer of the righteous availeth much. What type of power do you have if God doesn't answer your prayers? What type of power do you have if you can't get things to shift and move the way they need to go? So these people are stuck on, I'm just going to say, an ego mindset. What's for health in reverse? And the luxury, these are people who are usually sitting up, not doing anything. So for health in reverse, I feel like that's the lurking man for me. So is somebody lurking? Or is somebody lurking? Is somebody in the shadows that's not attending to their health? And it could be because, you know, when you get in heightened situations and you're argumentative or volatile, or like I said right here, having those power plays, like they can elevate your blood pressure. They can raise the temperature of your body. They can just raise the senses in your body, and that's not good for your health. Your health can break down. Just, you know how you have a stroke or you have things of that nature just because you're so heightened on your emotions. So emotional distraught can cause health problems as well. I don't think people normally talk about it. Like, think about people who cry a lot, or people who get depressed a lot, like they can really affect your health in more ways than none. So I feel like that's what this about. I was about to say, dang Gemini, they didn't even have what's for time to create. Like I feel like this is like I'm hearing like this is outside of you though. This is something that you need to know though. If you're wondering why people are distant or they're acting funny or people are maybe doing something that you might not really like. This is why though. I'm hearing what is necessary. I don't know why this is necessary. They may have to get, sometimes you just got to get stuff off your chest. You got to get it out your body. You got to get it out your system. So this is for this week. People are going to be getting stuff out of their system. And I feel like, but you already know, you have clarity over this. Is not nothing new. This is not like these are new people coming in. This is like, this always happens to you. People come, dump a load of crap or gotta tell you how I feel. I gotta tell you what it is, girl. Whatever. But this is nothing new to you. You're very well aware that people do this. So I feel like for a time to create, like I'm hearing like you just like a shoulder to cry on. Oh, what's that song? Things don't go your way. Use my shoulder to cry on. Things don't go your way. Or you can lean on me. I don't want to go that far back in time, but oh, we all need somebody to lean on me, call on me, brother. Cause this for your brother or your spouse's brother when you need a hand. Cause we all need somebody to lean on. You just might have a problem that I understand. We all need somebody to. I'm sorry, I started singing on top, but time to create. You have the Knight of Discs. You have Prudence. You have Queen of Swords. And you have Change. So I feel like for this is the Knight of Discs and the Queen of Swords. Okay, so we do have two of the same suit. So they could be like family oriented. Or it could be people, yeah, that's family oriented. Or you guys can be in the same group. But I feel like it's family oriented. So I feel like something's going to be created or birthed. It's sad to say, but some disturbances and some things that are detrimental or traumatic, like beautiful things come out of it, meaning like when it happens, what is it? Collateral beauty? I think that's what that movie was. Um because you never want to go there again. Now you're not just creating it because something bad happened. It's like, yeah, this is the time to move and shake and bake. That's not what this is about. This is one of those things where something bad happens and you want to prevent it. You know how they started the Amber Alert? They started the Amber Alert because I think the child had got kidnapped and it was no way to let nobody know. However it went, that's when they started doing the Amber Alert to like when kids come up missing. Now we can alert people quicker and be able to find their child. So something bad happens and then they create something that helps the next person or the next generation, so to speak, be able to not have it as hard as the one before them did. So I feel like this is going to cause something to be created from all this like language barrier situations happen. But remember, there is power play. But I feel like at the same time, because we have two fours, so I feel like it's two set of comrades. I feel like it's some people in power, some people who actually do have power to do things, and then there's some people who are all about the lifestyle and they probably won't do as much. They just want to sit up, they just want to be able to live off of the name of something great happening, Gemini. So this could be something great happening in your life. People just want to live off of that, live off of you. But then there's some other people that that actually have the power to help you move forward and actually want to enjoy in something with you. So the Knight of Disc is my helper card, so just be mindful that you're going to have help, and at the same time, say lean on me. So just people are looking to you to be that helping hand. Now, Gemini, you might not want to. I'm not going to try to influence you or encourage you to do it, but I feel like people are looking at you as the helper because you work hard, and your communication is not like this person. This person communicate the way they communicate. It's like it's the activist. It's always protesting. It's always like gang, 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 gang. You don't have to put, whatever. I understand the gang mentality of it. But when it comes down to it, like we do have to mind our manners and we have to try to communicate to reach people who say you are gang, gang, gang. But everybody that you're going to be helping are not gang, gang, gang. So if you're taking gang, gang, gang communication into a place where people are proper or uptight, they're not going to understand it and they're probably just going to throw it away. On the same token, if you are speaking to people who are proper and priestly, when you get to the gang, 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 they may be like, what are you talking about? So it's like, but you have that understanding about communication on how to do both, Gemini has that double thing going on. So you can actually communicate both ways always. And like I said, the fervent, effective prayer of the righteous availeth much. So I feel like whatever you do is pretty fervent, and it's going to be able to move forward. And I feel like this is for change. It's going to change a lot of things in your life, but also the life of others who may have had to deal with this, or may have had to who probably wasn't supported. Because I feel like for this person, I think they probably feel like they're not supported because of the things that they've gone through. And even if you were supporting them, they still feel like I want more and more and more. That's why I said lean on me. But this is going to help people who don't have like that proper support. You're going to show them, or pretty much create something that allows them to feel welcome. You know how they say you're supposed to always feel welcome, and people are not always welcome and warm. They don't always have a warm invitation. Even if they invite you somewhere, it's like, girl, come kick it with me. It's not always warm to do that, opposed to somebody saying, I really would enjoy your company. Is it okay if we do X, Y, and Z? Now, I'm just saying, for the sake of this week, like, just be mindful that your communication is advancing something, and your communication is helping someone around you, in your family or your spouse's. I have to say, I think it's because at first I said it was a relationship. So it's either in your family or it could be both, because I remember this is two sets of people. So this is a set of people that's not really, this could be your family or your immediate circle, and then there's some people over here that are like, helping you, and both of these sets of people are learning from you, or growing from you, or loving your speech, or can learn something from your speech. But they're two totally different sets of people. So let me say that it's two totally different sets of people, or sets of group, or sets of situations. But the main thing is your communication style, or just your style altogether. Whatever that style can be, it can be fashion, whatever style you have two totally different groups that are pegging you, or benefiting. That's the word, benefiting off of your style. So you know how some people can only go into one group and steal the show, or create a buzz. You can create a buzz in two different alternative sets of group, alternative worlds. Like, you can do both. But that's why they were saying back to the drawing board, because what works over here doesn't work over there. And some people get stuck in the realm of always, I have to be this way, and they take that to another group and try to be that same way, and it don't work like that. Versatile, you got to be, versatile. You having that versatility. So I said all that to say, pretty much, like, you're the helper at this point in time. You might not want to be, but you are the helper. Hey, that's what I have for you, and it's because you work hard, and your style, or your way of communicating, your way of letting things be known, calling things out, pointing things out, is causing change for other people. So just be mindful that Gemini, I feel like this don't have nothing to do with you, but it is something you're doing. So it doesn't have anything to do with you, but it's something that is going to help you do what you need to do in life. So this is just for a week. I feel like that was very, what I'm saying, it's a little, but it's not necessarily, it's not harmful to you. I'll say that. So it's a lot of things going on, but it's not harmful to you. So that's what I have for you, Gemini. I do pray that you have an awesome week, and hopefully you realize, like, who you are to these people. You're like the helper. You're the lean on me. That's just what I got for you. And I pray that you have an amazing week moving forward.